Hey guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? This is Kendra with Signing Agent Basics here for another monthly YouTube live with all of you guys. I am super excited to be talking with you guys today, and I'm actually really excited, guys, about this subject. Big mistakes that I see people making that is stopping them from getting business. I recently did a search for a signing agent to send some business to, and I'm gonna give you guys more details about this in a little bit, but I recently did a search to find a signing agent to send some business to. I looked at tons of profiles on signingagent.com and notarycafe.com, and I kept seeing the same mistakes over and over again. So I said, I got to let all my people know what these mistakes are so that they don't make those same mistakes. So, guys, hello to everybody. Again, I am super excited to be hanging out with you guys today. Thanks for taking time out of your Saturday to hang out with me. I really appreciate it. And as you can see from the screen, guys, this is going to be a multi-part video. As I start going into it and I started seeing more and more mistakes from signing agents, I realized I wasn't going to be able to get everything out to you guys in one video. So I am going to be doing a series. It's going to be at least 2 parts. It may be 3, maybe 4 of the different mistakes that I am seeing that are costing people business. But before we get into that, I need you guys to do me a favor. Please go ahead, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and then hit the notification bell. Again, this series is going to have at least 2 parts, maybe more. Trust me when I say you do not want to miss the things that I am going to be telling you. So when you hit the subscribe button and then you hit the notification bell, you will be notified about my upcoming videos and my upcoming lives because you definitely want to check them out. And again, guys, hit that like button. That tells me that you like these types of videos so that I can continue to give you guys this type of content to help you grow your signing agent business. And then you guys know, I like to know who the heck is watching these videos. So guys, whether you are watching with me live or whether you are watching the replay, do me a favor, go down in the chat. Tell me what city and state you are in, and then tell me whether you are an aspiring signing agent. That means you haven't done any signings yet. You're a new signing agent. You've been doing this signing agent thing for a year or less. Let me know if you are a veteran signing agent. You got more than 1 year of this thing under your belt. And then for those people who are going to ask, yes, there is absolutely going to be a replay of this video available. It's going to be on my YouTube channel. If you're watching this on Facebook, it's also going to be available on Facebook because yes, guys, this is one that you are absolutely going to want to watch a couple of times to make sure that you are not doing these things. And if you happen to be watching me through the Facebook page or Facebook group, there's a link in the description box of this video for you to give StreamYard access to your name. Because if you don't click on that particular link, if you leave a comment, all I'm seeing is Facebook user. But if you click on that little StreamYard link and give them access, then I'll be able to actually see your name and your fabulous profile picture when you leave a comment. And of course, guys, I am going to have a Q&A session at the end of this video. So please, if you can, hold your questions until the end of the video. I want to make sure that I answer as many of your questions as possible, but I also want to get out all of the information that I have for you. So I'm going to go through what I have, and then there will be a Q&A session at the end where I will answer your questions. And then, guys, I'm going to ask, you know how I do, please try to stay on task. Try to only ask questions that are about the subject of this video. I'm sure you've got tons of other signing agent questions, but this video is about a particular subject. So please try to ask questions about that subject. Awesome. Let's see. We've got people from Georgia. Let's see. We've got people here from Cali. We've got people here from the other coast, Florida. Wanda is joining from Jacksonville. That's awesome. We've got Denise watching from New York. Excited to have you. We've got folks here from Alabama. Hey, Stephanie, happy to see you. Juanita is here from Vegas. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. As you come in, continue to tell me where you're watching from, whether you're an aspiring signing agent, new signing agent, veteran signing agent. I love to learn more about you guys. Now, also want to warn you guys, I know this video, because nobody likes to be told they're doing stuff wrong. So do me a favor, please, 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 guys, don't get upset about any of the things that I am telling you. Again, I'm just telling you guys these things because I want you and your business to be successful. Now, the things I'm going to tell you, these are things based off of my opinion from my 15 years of experience. If you ask another signing agent, they may have a different opinion, and that's absolutely fine. You guys may have heard the saying, opinions are like rear ends. Everyone has one, and they usually stink. So this is my opinion, guys. If it differs from someone else's opinion, that's okay. Nobody's necessarily right or wrong. There's different ways to run your business. However, I will say this, the market will determine if what you are doing is reasonable or not. So basically, what do I mean by that? If somebody is doing something in a particular way and they ain't getting business, then more than likely the way that they are doing things is not the right way. Again, guys, I have had consistent business in my 15 years of being a signing agent, even in times where other people were saying there's no business out there, it's a terrible time to be a signing agent. My business has been consistent. So again, the information, the opinions, the advice that I am giving you are tried and true things that have helped me to be successful and stay successful for 15 years. The other thing I want to remind you guys about is my free new signing agent checklist. There is a link to that checklist. I put a comment up at the top of the comments or the chat. The link for that checklist is there, guys. If you have not already downloaded that checklist before, definitely make sure that you do that. Even if you're a veteran signing agent, there may be things in that checklist that you still find helpful. Absolutely. If you are an aspiring signing agent or a new signing agent, make sure you download it, go through that information. It is going to be extremely helpful to you. I'm going to check out a few more people before we get started. Let's see. We've got BK Star here from New York. What's up? We've got somebody here from Houston. I got tons of friends in Houston. That's awesome. We've got Heather from Connecticut. We've got Christy from Seattle. I had a fabulous time in Seattle when I visited. I've got Curran from San Antonio hanging out right here with me. Happy to see you. Juanita is here with 10 years of experience, guys. There's so many of y'all on. I appreciate each and every one of you. And again, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the replay, let me know where you are watching from. So I'm actually going to hide this presentation for a second and kind of talk to you guys about the reason why I even decided to do this video. So I have a couple of large direct business clients that I work with here in San Antonio. I've been working with both of these clients for 10 years or more now. They send me the majority of their business, and it is more business than I am able to handle on my own. So, with their permission, I subcontract some of the work that I am not able to handle to other signing agents. And my direct business clients trust me to find excellent signing agents who are going to provide excellent customer service and who are going to be able to execute the signings error free. So I've got a consistent team of about 2 to 4 signing agents that I send business to. And I'm not talking a little bit of business. So just to give you guys some numbers, because I know people love numbers. Last year, I paid almost $30,000 out just to my subcontractors. So I send my subcontractors a lot of consistent work. Well, my normal subcontractors that I've been working with for a while, for different reasons, in this month, most of them are not, actually, none of them are available. So I needed to find some new people to subcontract work to. So I went on signingagent.com and I went on notarycafe.com and I started scrolling through profiles to try to find a few, 2 or 3 good signing agents to send work to. And as I was looking, guys, I saw so many things and I ran into so many things that literally caused me to not choose most of these people for these easy in office signings. Guys, the signings I have are in office Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, no printing, easy work. People missed out on. I called about 20 people and they totally missed out on this work from me because of the mistakes and the errors that I saw in their profiles. And guys, I don't know if you've ever heard the saying, you don't get a second chance to make a first impression. And what is happening with a lot of signing agents is you're making these mistakes in your profiles. And that's part of the reason why you're not getting business. This is going to be part of the reason why people are passing you up after looking at your profile. So please watch this video, guys, take notes and go and correct your profiles so that you are not making this mistake. All right. So now, even before I get into the mistakes that people are making, I want to remind all of you that it starts with having the right thought process. I've said this before, but I want to give another explanation because I really truly believe that this is something that a lot of people who become signing agents don't understand. When you become a signing agent, you are running a business, not a job and not a side hustle. You are running a business. If you are not thinking about this as a business, you're already starting off on the wrong foot. So, let me give you some explanations of what I mean. So, what is a job? And why is being a signing agent not a job? Well, with a job, which is what most of us are used to having, with a job, you apply for a position. And then once your application has been accepted, what happens? They give you work. When you have a job, you don't have to ask your boss to give you work, right? Usually your boss gives you way more work than you want. But that's what most of us are used to. We're used to having a job. And once you get that job, you're used to just being given work. But that's not how it works when you are a signing agent and you have a signing agent business. So the next thing that I said that this is not is this is not a side hustle. And you're like, well, Kendra, I've heard people call this a side hustle before. And I know they do. And honestly, I really don't like it when people call it a side hustle. So what do I mean by a side hustle? A side hustle is an easy self-employment opportunity that you don't have to put much thought into and you don't have to get much training for. And again, work is given to you. So, a couple of examples of side hustles. And look, no shade at anybody who does these things. There's nothing wrong with it, but an example of a side hustle would be driving Uber or doing DoorDash. All of us, if you're applying to be an Uber driver, that means you already know how to drive a car. You don't have to have any special training per se to be an Uber driver. And then once you sign up with Uber, what happens? They send you work through the app. Same thing with DoorDash. Pretty much, if you're signing up to work for DoorDash, you already know how to go to a restaurant, how to pick up a to go bag, and how to take a to go bag somewhere else. And again, with DoorDash, work is given to you. You don't have to go out and get work. So, then what's a business? So, since I said being a signing agent is a business, what is a business? Well, the first thing that you need to keep in mind is that having a run and running a business takes more time and effort. I think a lot of people become signing agents thinking, oh, this is just going to be easy. I don't really have to put any effort to it. I get a notary stamp and all this work is just going to be thrown at me. But guys, that is not how it works. First of all, you need to put in time and effort to get training and gain the knowledge and skills that you need to be successful. There's no legal requirement for a particular type of training. There's no nationwide training for signing agents, any of that good stuff. When you decide to become a signing agent, you have to go out and get the training. You have to figure out where to get training from. And then you have to put in the work to learn the skills and the knowledge that you need to be a successful signing agent. And then once you have training and knowledge, guys, you then have to put in effort to get work. Work is not just handed to you. For those of you who don't know, I've been a signing agent since 2007, and things have changed a lot since 2007. In 2007, it was easier. You could just sign up with a few signing companies and start getting work. Well, just like everything else, times change and things change. You can still absolutely be a successful signing agent today, but you have to put in more effort to go out and get the business. And again, guys, with businesses, I know you've heard the saying that you have to build businesses. And it's the same thing with being a signing agent. You have to build your signing agent business. Anything that you have to build, guys, you have to put time and effort into. Now, I'm going to say this, you can absolutely do it. Every one of you who is watching this video has what it takes to do it, but you have to be willing to put in the time and the effort. Awesome. All right. So now, let me tell you the specific errors and mistakes that I saw people making in my recent search for a signing agent. So, mistake number one. As I was looking at profiles on signingagent.com and notarycafe.com, there were people who either had no profile photo or they had a very poor profile photo. Here's the bottom line, guys. People want to see who they are working with. In this signing agent industry, who you are, your appearance is important. And so when people are selecting a signing agent, they want to see who they are working with. Profiles with good quality, professional looking photos get selected more often. Now, yes, you can absolutely pay to have professional photos done, but that's not necessary. All of our cell phones have amazing cameras on them. You can get a great quality photo just using your cell phone, but you need to make it a professional looking photo. It shouldn't be a selfie of you in the bathroom. It shouldn't be a selfie of you at a restaurant with your friends, guys. Like some of the profile pictures I saw, I'm like, are you, what's going on? What's going on here? So make sure, first of all, that you have a profile photo and it is a good quality photo. And then, guys, make sure you smile. Make sure you look friendly and approachable. I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. I have what they call resting not so nice face. Okay. And so if I'm not actively thinking about smiling, I've been told I look a little mean. So make sure in your photos that you smile, that you look pleasant and approachable. It is more important than you think to have a great quality photo in your profile. So, again, first mistake that I saw, no profile photos or poor profile photos. So, when we're done, double check your profile and make sure that you've got a great photo on it. Okay, so the next picture or the next thing that you guys need to do for your profiles, the thing that I saw a lot of people doing wrong with their profiles is they either had no written profile introduction or a very poorly written profile introduction. So, guys, look, here's the deal. Your profile introduction is your opportunity to explain why you should be selected as the signing agent for whatever particular deal they are looking for. Literally, there are hundreds of profiles on signingagent.com and notarycafe.com. So, what can you do to separate yourself from the other people who are on there? Well, the easiest thing is to write a great profile. Now, let me just tell you guys, everybody is NNA certified. Everybody has an NNA background screening and everybody has errors and omissions insurance. So, while there's nothing wrong with saying that you have those things in your profile, just saying those things in your profile is not enough. That's the basics. Everybody who is a signing agent should have those things. So just pointing those things out in your profile is not enough. You need to either talk about your training, your experience, whatever other skills and talents you have that will make you a great signing agent and make you the right choice for that person who is looking at your profile. And another thing, guys, I know we live kind of in this world where, for whatever reason, spelling and grammar is kind of falling off, but I'm telling you, spelling and grammar is extremely, extremely important in your profiles. I can't tell you how many people I saw misspell the word mortgage in their profile. Because here's the deal, guys. If you have poor spelling and grammar in your profile, to me, that gives the impression that you are going to make spelling errors and other errors on the documents that I need you to get notarized and that I need the signer to sign. So it puts you in a bad light when you've got spelling and grammatical errors. So here's the thing, guys, it's going to take you more than 5 minutes to put a good profile together. You really need to spend quality time writing your profile. You need to have people review your profile, give you feedback on your profile, have people help you proofread and find spelling errors and grammatical errors on your profile. And for those of you who don't know, in my Signing Agent Advanced training program, for my exclusive and elite students, I walk them through how to write a great profile, even if you are a brand new signing agent, because that's what a lot of people say. They're like, well, I'm brand new. What the heck do I write in this profile? Well, I help my exclusive and elite students write out those profiles, and I actually review their profiles and do the proofreading and the spell checking and the grammar checking with them. So, whether it's me or somebody else, guys, you need to make sure that you are writing a great profile and having someone help you to review it to make sure that it is well written and that you don't have spelling or grammatical errors. All right. The next thing you need to do is keep your profiles updated. Again, most of us have profiles across a lot of platforms. We've got profiles on signingagent.com, notarycafe.com, Notary Rotary, 123 Notary, American Notary USA. You probably have profiles on a lot of different platforms. You need to make sure that your profile is always updated. Make sure that your phone number, your email address, website, etc. Make sure all of that information is up to date. Some of the people that I contacted, guys, the phone numbers weren't any good, so obviously they hadn't updated their profile in a while. I can't reach you if you don't have a good phone number. Another thing that I saw on these profiles, people would have 2 or 3 phone numbers listed. Here's the deal, guys. I'm going to tell you what I was thinking as I was looking at those profiles, and I'm going to tell you what other companies are thinking. I'm not calling 3 phone numbers to try to catch up with you. Most people are not going to call multiple phone numbers to catch up with you. For those people that had numerous phone numbers listed, I called the top phone number, and if they didn't answer that phone number, I moved on. You really need to just have one good phone number in your profile. Same thing with the email address. Try to only have one email address in your profile because, again, most people, when they're looking for a signing agent, they are not going to call you on multiple numbers and they're not going to send you multiple emails. And the other thing, guys, if for some reason you are unavailable to work as a signing agent for a period of time, note that on your profile. If there's a way to snooze your profile, take your profile down for a while. Again, I called a few people, they did answer, but then they're like, oh, well, I had a health issue or this happened or that happened, so I'm not working as a signing agent right now. Okay, well, update your profile. It's okay to say that you're unavailable until a particular date. Or again, if the snooze option is available, I know with SnapDocs, you have the ability to snooze your profile. If there's a snooze option available, snooze it. Because again, there's nothing more frustrating to a company to call someone and then for them to go, oh yeah, I'm not doing signings right now. Because again, guys, they're not going to give you a second chance. You only have one chance to make that first impression. So if you're not available, update or snooze your profile. All right. The fourth thing that I ran into when trying to find a signing agent, people were not answering their phones. Now, here's the deal. I know a lot of us are getting more used to receiving text message notifications. So, again, a lot of the signing companies will send a text notification. But here's the deal: higher paying direct business clients, like title companies that are calling you directly, are going to call you. They're generally not going to send a text message or an email. They're generally going to pick up the phone and call you. And they usually want or need an immediate answer. So, guys, if you don't answer your phone, you are missing out on business. And again, I understand if you're in a signing or if you're, simply not available, that's okay. But I called, guys, probably about, again, 20 folks, and about 15 of those people did not answer their phone at all. So those were 15 people who missed out on possibly thousands of dollars of work just from me, just because they didn't answer one phone call. So answer your phone. All right. The fifth thing, make sure that you return voicemail messages and text messages, even if you are not available. So I know that there are some people, they'll get a voicemail message or they'll get a text message where, you're asked, hey, are you available for a signing in this day and this time? And you're like, well, I'm not available. So then they just don't call back or they don't respond to the text message. But guys, that's the wrong thing to do. Even if you are not available, you always want to return the phone call or return the text message. Because here's the deal, I'm a signing agent as well. I understand that you are not always going to be available for every assignment, but I still want to talk to you because you may be available for another signing that I have at another time. But if you just don't return my phone call or don't return my text message, then I'm going to assume that you're not interested in working with me at all. And again, I'm not going to call again. I'm calling one time. That's all you get. And that's all you're going to get from most companies is that one time. So again, even if you are not available, make sure to always return every voicemail message and every text message. Now, the next thing that I found, be professional, guys, on the phone. Remember how I said that this is a business. You need to always answer your phone professionally in a business manner. So, for example, as I'm calling folks, somebody would answer and they would go, hello. And I'm like, okay, may I speak to so and so and so? May I speak to, Tina Smith? And then what a lot of people would do is say, who's this? So, I'm kind of blown away because that is not how you answer a call professionally. Think about if you were trying to contact a business. If you called a business and they answered their phone, hello, you'd be taken aback because that's not a professional way to answer the phone. And then after you said hello or may I speak to whomever, if they said, who is this? Again, you'd be taken aback because that's not a professional way for a business to behave on the phone. So, if you are answering a call, you don't know who it is, then you need to answer with your name or your business name. Again, do it in the way that you would expect a business to answer their phone. So, for example, if someone is calling me and I'm not sure who it is, I'll answer the phone. Hello, this is Kendra. How can I help you? That's how you expect a business to respond. So either answer with your name or answer with your business name. Some of you guys have taken the time out to come up with really, really cool business names. So answer with your business name. Hey, this is awesome notary service. How can I help you today? Be friendly and let the people know who they're talking to when they make that phone call. Now, another thing that you don't want to do that actually happened when I was calling to find a signing agent, don't tell the prospective client to call you back. So I called, I reached the signing agent. They really didn't answer professionally, but once it was discovered that they were the signing agent that I was trying to reach, and I explained to them that I was looking for someone to send work to, they were like, hey, can you call me back in 2 minutes? Guys, again, I was blown away. I'm trying to give you business and you're asking me to call you back. So honestly, guys, when we hung up the phone, I had no intentions of calling this signing agent back. Luckily for them, they called me back. That is the only reason why our conversation continued. But guys, if somebody is calling to give you work, don't tell them to call you back. Again, you've only got one shot at this. So, if for some reason you really are not able to continue the conversation at that time, then you need to ask the prospective client if it's okay for you to call them back. So, for example, let's say you're in a signing and you can't have a long conversation right now. I would say something like, oh my gosh, signing company, I'm super excited about working with you. I'm in the middle of a signing right now. I see on my caller ID that your number is 1234567. May I please call you back in 10 minutes? Boom. That's a more professional way to do it if you really cannot take the call at that time. But guys, whatever you do, don't ask the people to call you back because I promise you, they're not. Awesome. All right. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do if you've made it through all of those other steps and you and the company have been talking and you've agreed to complete a signing for them, make sure that you provide any requested items to them as soon as possible. So, most companies are going to need you to provide documentation. Many companies have an independent contractor agreement or some other agreement that you need to read through and sign and send back to them. They're going to need your W-9 so that they can pay you. They're going to need proof of your notary commission, proof of your bond, proof of your errors and omissions insurance, etc., etc. Make sure that you send those things in as soon as possible. Do not wait until the last minute. Here's the deal, guys. Companies want to work with people who make business easy. They don't want to work with people who make things harder. And the other thing is, if you're the type of person that sends this documentation in at the last minute, that demonstrates that you are a last minute type of signing agent, that you're not proactive, and that you're going to handle the signings that they give to you in a last minute type of way, which is not what they want. So, in every dealing that you have with a company or someone who is going to send you business, again, you want to behave in a professional manner because it reflects well on your business and it gives them motivation to send you business. So now, guys, look, I've heard a lot of people recently saying, oh my gosh, the market is saturated. It's so slow right now. I can't get business. But here's the deal, guys, the market's not saturated. The problem for a lot of people is that you're making some of the mistakes that I've listed in this video. You're missing business, you're missing calls, you're missing opportunities. And again, you do not get a second chance to make a first impression. A lot of folks are not getting business because they are not handling their signing agent business in the right manner. Guys, I'm telling you, this is a great time to be a signing agent, but you have to run your business professionally. Treat your business like a business, and then more work is going to come to you. So, look, guys, that was a lot. That is the end of this first part, which is basically preliminary things, things with your profile, things that you need to be thinking about and doing when you're out there trying to get work. In next month's video, I'm going to talk to you about the mistakes that the signing agents that I actually selected, I'm going to let you know about the mistakes that they made in doing my actual signings for me. One of them, they both made mistakes. One of them, the mistakes that they made, I can work with. The other one, the mistakes that they made were so detrimental that honestly, I'm not going to be sending any more work to this signing agent. And again, guys, this was a great opportunity that they missed out on because they made some mistakes that honestly could have been avoided. So make sure that you are watching for the second part of this video next month so that I can tell you about those mistakes. But now, this is going to be the question and answer period. What questions do you guys have about any of the things that I talked about in this video. What questions do you guys have about these preliminary things that you need to be doing that can help you to get business? This is the time that you can share this with me. I can answer those questions for you and just let you know from the perspective of somebody who actually goes out looking for signing agents to give work to, what you need to do to kind of fix those mistakes to make sure that you have the best chance of being selected. Let's see. I don't see any questions yet. You guys are pros. Y'all like, yeah, we knew all of that stuff, Kendra. What's going on? I'm going to tell you guys this. I'm telling you from the number of profiles that I saw out there as I was, looking through profiles, a lot of folks need some help. So let me know your question. So I've got a question here. Do I recommend a headshot or a full body picture for your profile? So I recommend a headshot. So again, if you just, Google professional headshots, it will give you a good example. But pretty much the part of me that you see now in this video is what you should have in your profile photo. Again, you want to be dressed professionally. You want to have a clean background, a professional background. It can be solid. There can be things in the background, kind of like what I have here, as long as it's not too distracting. And again, you want to do your best to look pleasant. I'm going to try to relax my face. This is my normal face, guys. Like, I'm not angry. That's just how my face looks. So like I said, I have to consciously think about looking pleasant in photos. So when you take your profile photo, you want to look pleasant. You want to look like somebody that folks will be happy to answer the door for. Now, if I do know some like signingagent.com, Notary Cafe, I do believe that they have the opportunity for you to put multiple photos in. If you would like to also do a full body photo in some of those additional photos, you can. But again, same rules apply. Make sure you're dressed professionally. Make sure you've got a great clean background behind you. But you definitely want your main photo to just be a headshot. And then a question from Stephanie. How long is it for you to get signings? Stephanie, there is no set time. Again, this is a business. You are going to get out of this business what you put into it. How well trained are you? What does your profile look like? Are you just sitting back and waiting for work to come to you, or are you actively going out to get work? Go back to the beginning of this video where I talked about the difference between jobs, side hustles, and businesses. This is a business. Some people start off and they get work immediately. Some people start off and it takes them months to get business. It's all up to you. This is your business. Let's see. Shannon has a question. If you have title insurance or real estate experience as a new notary, should you mention it in your profile? I honestly suggest yes. If you do mention it in, you should mention that in your profile. Now, I will say this, just as not a warning, but just something for you to be aware of. There are some companies that will not work with signing agents who are also real estate agents. It's not a lot, but there are some companies out there who will not use signing agents who are also current real estate agents. But yes, any experience that you have in the mortgage and real estate industry is something that you should positively mention in your profile because, again, you need to set yourself apart from all of the other signing agents that are in your area. Great question. And then another question we have here. How wordy should your written profile be? Less is more. Keep it concise. So I'm going to say it needs to be as long as it needs to be. I am a bit of a wordy person. So my profile is probably a little more wordy than other people's profiles will be. But I'm not going to tell you to make it X amount of sentences. It needs to be as long as it needs to be. How much experience do you have? What information are you trying to put in your profile? You need to make it as long as it needs to be so that it flows smoothly, but you're still telling people about who you are and the benefits that you have that you can provide to them. I want to know, like the last person just said, I want to know if you have mortgage experience, real estate experience. I want to know if you have any other experience that is going to make you a good choice for me to send my business to. So I wouldn't worry about keeping it short. I would be more concerned with just having a quality profile that has accurate information in it that will help the people who are reading it know who you are and give them a reason to select you to give their business to. Let's see. So what should you emphasize on in your profile if you are a beginner with no experience? What can you include in that profile? Now, look, guys, that is one of the things that I specifically teach my students in my signing agent advanced training program. The folks who are in my exclusive and elite levels, that is something that I specifically teach in my training program because here's the deal. Yes, everybody was new at some point. And yes, even new signing agents can get business. And yes, there are things that even as a new signing agent, you can put in your profile to give yourself a better chance of being selected. But that's one of the secret things that I only give to my exclusive and elite signing agent students. All right, let's see. We've got another question. Is a profile and bio the same? Probably. Every company, as they are setting up the websites, they may call it something different. Some will call it your profile, some will call it your profile introduction, some will call it your bio, but it's basically that section of the profile where you just get to type in any information that you want to type in to tell people who you are and why they should select you to send business to. So it doesn't matter what they call that section, okay? It doesn't matter what it's called, but it's that section where you get to type information in about yourself. And then Juanita, what's the best way to approach your direct client to ask about subcontracting your work? That's not what I'm talking about in this video. But again, my exclusive and elite students, for those who are ready for that step, that is something that I can assist them with. I will say this though, you need to first be an excellent or above average signing agent. That is the first step. If you are not an excellent or above average signing agent yourself, then you're not ready to subcontract to other people. And that's actually, honestly, one of the things that I'm seeing, in my opinion, is causing some issues is a lot of people are getting into this and they're trying to either subcontract or have signing services before they've really become solid signing agents themselves. But again, that is something that I can assist my exclusive and elite signing agent advanced students with because, yeah, there's absolutely ways to talk to your direct clients to allow them to have you subcontract to other people. Let's see. What would my recommendation be to completing closings at a faster pace but error free? Get good training. That's really what it is. Because here's the deal. I have a little blurb that I say on every document that is in the package. My little blurb is only 1 or 2 sentences long, and it very concisely tells the signer what it is they're signing. It gives them a very simple, to the point explanation of what the document is. I'm like, this is the blah, 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 blah. Sign and date here, please. And they sign and date because that quick explanation that I gave absolutely clears up in their mind what that document is. So get good training, especially if you are not already in the mortgage or real estate industry. You probably don't even know what this particular form is yourself. So it's really hard for you to give a good explanation of a document if you don't really even know what it is. And so, again, for those of you who don't know, I had 7 years of mortgage experience as a mortgage loan officer and a processing manager before I became a signing agent. And again, signing agent for 15 years. I already know the questions that people are going to ask on every single form because people ask the exact same questions. My blurb answers their question before they even get a chance to answer it. So, knowing how to give a good brief description of each document is what will help you go faster. And then being error free, you just have to have an eye for detail, and you get better at it as you go. You literally, I get a gut feeling now, like I don't even know, I'm like, something don't feel right, and I'll double check a package and find some little tiny little error that was made. So practice, training, and having that great explanation for each document. Let's see. Do I have a signing agent platform? So I do not have a signing agent platform because here's the deal, guys. I honestly do not want a signing service. I only currently subcontract to signing agents in my local area. And like I said, I generally keep a very consistent team of 2 to 4 signing agents. My main 2 signing agents that I've been sending business to, I've literally been working with both of them for probably about 5 years. They're great. And I consistently send them business because they do a great job for me. But again, they both just had issues that had them out and unavailable this month. So that's why I was on the hunt for some new signing agents to add to the team. But at this point, I don't have a nationwide signing service platform. I don't know if it's going to be something I do in the future. Honestly, I'm really not interested, but you never know. And then, can I provide a link to my training info? Yes. So, no matter where you're watching from, Facebook or YouTube, in the description box of the video, that link is probably there. I also, my comment should be the top comment at the top of all the comments. And I've got the links listed there. And then once this video is over, I'm going to double check and make sure that those links are in the description box and that they are tagged up at the top of the comments. But again, this is the comment that I made that has the links both to my training program and it has the link to my free checklist. Guys, again, everybody, download that free checklist. And yes, if you are interested in training, click that other link so that you can get information about my training program. I've got 3 levels. The least expensive level is $199. And if you use PayPal credit to pay, you'll get 6 months interest free to pay for whatever level you select. All of the information on what's covered in each level is there. But guys, again, one of the things that I do with my exclusive and elite level students is I help them to avoid all of those profile problems. I help them to write a good profile introduction. I review their profiles. I help them look for those spelling errors, grammatical errors, give them suggestions on what they can do to make their profile better. Because again, you don't get a second chance to make a first impression. Your profile, guys, is crucial. So look, I'm giving all y'all homework, whether you are watching me live or whether you are watching me on the replay. Go and take a look at all of your profiles. Signingagent.com, notarycafe.com, SnapDocs, everywhere that you have a profile, guys. Today, take a look at it. Make sure that it's up to date. Make sure you got one good phone number, one good email. Reread your profile introduction. See if it needs some sprucing up. See if you got some spelling and grammatical errors. But today, make sure that your profile is up to date. Awesome. All right. Well, let me see. I don't think I see any other questions. Guys, again, thank you so much for tuning in today, hanging out with me today. And like I said, definitely make sure that you are here for the live next month, where I'm going to talk about all of the errors and mistakes that I saw the new signing agents that I contracted make. so that you can make sure to not make those mistakes in the future in your business. And again, if you have not already done so, make sure that you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and then hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when that video comes out next month. And even if you are watching this video on the replay, if you have a question, make sure that you put it in the comments. I'm going to be checking, guys. So all of you replay folks who have any questions, I will be answering your questions as well. But guys, thanks again for hanging out with me today. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your weekend. And of course, I hope that you have a productive and profitable day. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.